sa tanan. Sa pasensya, una ito sa abang sa lahat sa Espiritu Santo. Dino, ikaw ang kurang sa galang, ang pinagpapakanan sa tanan. Ang iyakaligaran, ang hindi ang among katagap-taman, ang daman sa Espiritu ng Magalang. Araw ang makatulan, kung unsay sa pagkukulang ngayon. Ang hatag ng kakalit kinabuhin sa ulan, pinahagi sa pagpakita sa buka ngayon. Punta taliwala sa mga krus, krisis o kasakitan, kami bukaroon ng maligod o magkalimon, ang naghatag o bagong kahulugan sa tanan. Walay rason nga dili ka na simbahan, walay rason nga dili ka pagabayan, walay rason
mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiging telas ng sinangalan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinilang, tuyang ka ng magiting, sa manlulubing, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatang tulong sa simulan, sa langit o bagaw, ay hinatang tulang awit sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng watawag mo'y manumbay na nagtitigil, ang inuwing at araw niya kailan pa may magtitigil. Lumalang araw kang warhabing magsikap, buhay langit sa pinihon. Ang ligaya ng kantay ng amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Atong ihural ang atong mga kamot. Panumpa sa nasudnong bandila. Ako, Pilipino. Kinasingkasing nga manumpa sa bandila sa Pilipinas. Nga timaan sa nasod nga adunay dungog. Hustisya ug kagawasan. Nga gipalihok sa katilingban nga Diosnon. Kinaiyahanon, tawhanon, ug nasudnon.
Panunumpa sa kawani sa kagamhanan. Ako, kawani sa kagamhanan sa dakbayan sa Mandawe, andam nga moalagad nga maligdong, pinaagi sa pagtambong ug sayo sa akong trabaho. Ukapin paniini kung gikinahanglan. Busa, ampingan ko ang mga butang o kahimanan, o guban pa nga gipiyal ka nako sa kagamhanan. Ug andam ako nga musulti batok sa mga salawayon nga buhat. Nga pagpahimulos sa katungdanan. Dili ako mangayo o mudawat sa unsa man nga tanyag o haylo. Dili na ko gamito ng akong kahibalo o katakos, aron lang pagpalambo sa akong kagalingon nga tinusbawan. Pinaagi sa pagpanglupi. Tungod niini, ako musaad og manumpa sa kinasingkasing nga moalagad ngaway pinalabi og pagpinig ni bisan kinsa. Ug tahuron ang mga punuan nga naghatag nako kahigayunan. Sa pagsilbi sa katawhan, aron dili mabulingan ang balaan nga ngalan, sa mandawi nga akong dakbayan. Usa langitnon ug makagagahong nga amahan, tabangi ako niining tahas sa pangatungdanan. Nga gisangon kanako, sa way pagpanuko ug pagduha-duha. Hinaot paunta.
Mandawi ang among dakbayan, garbo alang sa tanan. Naghulagway sa kalampusan, pasalig nga natuman. Ang katapong ug kadungganan, hiyas lagi ang pingan. Ang dapit sa kahimayaan, alay nga paniginan. Pagkatangis nga litukon, sa ngalan mo madahihon. Bituon kang masilakon, ning atong bagong panahon. Kabantog o kasulundon, ngiti nga ang panggaon. Hangtod sa kamatayon amo, mahalon mandawi nga dililton. Pagkatangis nga litukon, sa ngalan mo madanihon. Bituon kang masilakon, ning atong bagong panahon. Kabantog o kasulundon, ngiti nga ang panggaon. Hangtod sa kamatayon amo, mahalon mandawi nga bililhon.
Good morning, Mandawi-hanots, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm greetings to each and every one of you. May I request all the department heads and our invited guests to sit on your designated seats. We have our usherettes to guide you and ushers. Usherettes and ushers, may you kindly guide our invited guests and our department heads to their designated seats.
Maayong buntag, Mandawi.
Welcome to Mandaue City Hall grounds. We're all looking great and feeling wonderful for today's first ever commemoration of the World Suicide Prevention Day. And actually, we are live on Facebook.
That's right, Russell. Today we are making history. I am Dr. Alan Ralph Hias,
And this is Russell May Salingbuhay, your Masters of Ceremony for today's momentous event. We welcome you all to the opening of the Suicide Prevention Week 2023.
On behalf of the Mandaue City Substance Abuse Prevention Office
And the City Government of Mandaue, we extend our appreciation for your presence today.
as you can see, Russell, plenty of people are gathering today. So, from our esteemed guests to our distinguished government officials, all with a sense of purpose and compassion to change lives.
You are absolutely right, Doc. That is why this year's World Suicide Prevention Day has its theme, Creating Hope Through Action. As declared by World Health Organization, today's event aims to focus attention on the issue of suicide, to reduce the stigma and raise awareness among organizations, governments, and the public, to give a singular message that suicides are preventable.
As we draw attention to this important public health issue, we all firmly believe that this action can make a big difference. So at this juncture, it is my privilege to introduce our stunning guest of honor today, the living idiom of a woman in action. She's a devoted chairman of the Committee on Health and Hospital Services and a councillor of the City of Mandaue. Let us all welcome, with a massive round of applause, Dr. Nerissa Corazon Sunari for her opening remarks.
Daghang kay salamat. As the whole world come together to celebrate the World Suicide Prevention Day, we here in our city join hands with the whole world. Mayor Jonas Cortez, Vice Mayor Glenn Mercede, my colleagues in the City Council, ang atong mga barangay kapitan, niasad ang DepEd family headed by Dr. Benito Dagatan, niasad ang atong PNP headed by Director Police Colonel Maribel Hitigan. We have our partners from the USC Kauban, Dr. Sharon Muli Abellanosa. From Sacred Heart School, we have Director Philip Cortez. From the head guidance of CDU, we have Miss Ivy Olivado. Department heads, kanatong tanan, maayong buntag. The World Suicide Prevention Day was established in 2003 by the International Association for Suicide Prevention in conjunction with the World Health Organization. Nearly 3,000 people on average commit suicide daily, according to the WHO. For every person who completes a suicide, 20 or more may attempt to end their lives. About 1 million people die by suicide every year. In the Philippines, according to the Special Initiative for Mental Health conducted in 2020, 3.6 million Filipinos suffer from at least one kind of mental, neurological, or substance use disorder. In the city of Mandaue, we have a significant number of cases for psychotic, mood, and anxiety disorders as per the morbidity census report from Vicente Soto Memorial Medical Center. In fact, here in Mandaue, we have recorded 21 suicidal deaths in our city from January to August this year. The World Health Organization recognizes that stress, fear, and anxiety during the COVID-19 pandemic were heightened due to feelings of isolation, quarantines, loneliness, and lockdown restrictions, and this led to an increased risk of mental health issues. Early this year, I authored Ordinance Number 16, 2023-1793, and an ordinance entitled Providing for a Community-Based Mental Health Program and Delivery System of Integrated Mental Health Services in the City of Mandaue and appropriating funds therefore. and I thank my colleagues in the Sanggunian for their support of its approval on April 3, 2023, and signed by Mayor Jonas Cortez in July 5, 2023. This year's theme is creating hope through action. This serves as a powerful call to action and a reminder that there is an alternative to suicide, and through our actions we can encourage hope and strengthen prevention. By creating hope through action, we can signal to the people experiencing suicidal thoughts that there is hope and that we care and we want to support them. Our coming together today serves as a reminder that suicide prevention is a public health priority and urgent action is required to make sure that suicide mortality rates are reduced. Therefore, I welcome each and every one of you as we signify our commitment on preventing suicide and work towards a city where everyone has access to the support and resources he needs to overcome the challenges and lead a fulfilling life. Let us all move Mandawi as one in this endeavor. Thank you very much and good morning.
Thank you, Dr. Nerissa Corazon Sun Ruiz, for that brilliant message. Now, another beautiful and remarkable woman has come to inspire us all for her expression of support. She is the founder of the University of San Carlos Kauban Psychological Center, and she is also an uplifting teacher and exceptional psychologist as well. Ladies and gentlemen, on your feet, let us give our warmest applause to Dr. Cheryl Muli Abilinosa. Honorable Mayor Cortez, Vice Mayor Rosende, and of course the members of the council, I would like to give a special mention to Councilor Dr. Nerissa Sun Ruiz, especially that she's the one who authored the City Ordinance for Mental Health, and the very active Attorney Ben Manzano, ug kanatong tanan kini maayong buntag. So I'm standing in front of you feeling so proud to be part of this endeavor, and I'm very happy as well that no less than the city of Mandawi is taking an active role in doing in doing the promotion of mental health and well-being of the Mandawi Hanon. Congratulations, Mayor Cortez, for such support that you're giving us. In my advocacy, in my mental health advocacy, it has always been the gap that I encountered when the top management do not have the support for us who's doing the groundwork for raising awareness for mental health. And right now, the acknowledgement of our very good mayor is such an honor and a big win to the field of mental health. And I'm happy for all of us, for all of you, the Mandawi Hanon, that we are now starting this very important activity to promote our well-being. I can still recall way back 2017, 2015, when I as well have won the battle, my personal battle with suicide. It was a difficult point in my life, and that started when I recovered from the situation. I made it a point to make this advocacy, to make this mental health awareness as my life's advocacy. And so therefore, the tattoo that you're seeing on my chest, this is the semicolon, tattoo, was inspired by the Project Semicolon initiated by Amy Blewell when her father died by suicide. So this tattoo is a simple message to people who are experiencing mental health distress that there is hope. For those people who are misunderstood by no other than their support system, the simple message of giving them hope, showing them the Project Semicolon or the Semicolon tattoo is simply explained by, according to the proponent of Project Semicolon, that when a writer wants to end the sentence, the writer would use a period. But when he wants to continue writing, he will be using the semicolon.
And that is the simple message of semicolon, that is to keep going. Your story isn't over yet. So, suicide, as mentioned by Dr. Nerissa, is a public health concern. And it is quite imperative for us to give a systemic approach on how we can counter this. We can nip the rising prevalence of this phenomenon in our city. So I am very proud of Mandaue for having this initiative, and I'm also very happy to take part of this. And I am pledging in behalf of USC Kauban Psychological Center and the SBD Fathers of the Southern Province, our support, wholehearted support to this endeavor. Friends, you don't need to be a psychologist or a psychiatrist to give support to people who need you. You only need to have a heart that listens and the will to journey with them. Together, we can do this. Together, we can be a light to each other. Daghang salamat ug maayong buntag.
Wow. Wow, Russell.
Those were such incredible words of support, Dr. Cheryl.
So at this moment, to give us his inspirational message, please join me in welcoming the man of the hour, who inspires and touches the hearts of the many, our beloved City Mayor, Honorable Jonas C. Cortez.
Daghang salamat. Please take your seats. Vice Mayor Glenn Mercede, ang akong kapag na dili mo babag. O usab sa atong konseho, Councilor Nerissa Son Ruiz, Councilor Jimmy Lumapas, Councilor June Arcilia, Councilor Malin Cortez Sacra, Councilor Oscar Del Castillo, Councilor Sol Cabao, Councilor Anjong Wanoy Calina, Councilor Cynthia Cinco Remedio, Councilor Edita Flores Cabajo, Barangay Captains, Department Heads, to my fellow public servants, kanatong tanan, maayong buntag. Dili palang dugay sa bagong nilabay nga State of the City Address, I emphasize that maintaining good mental health is the bedrock of a resilient city. Kita nagtuo o nituo nga ang bulawanon nga bahandi nga makapuot sa usa kadakbayan nga iyang makapot nga himsog ang katawhan, physically and mentally. Our beloved city is not just about physical progress. It's about the well-being and strength of its people. In the face of adversity, remember that each of us possesses incredible strength. Your mental well-being matters, and so does the well-being of your fellow citizens. Duha ka hagit ang atong nasugatan: pandemic o death nga nakahatag o problema sa katawhan. And in fact, because of that two challenges, ang depression, ang anxiety, suicide, itaas ang mga cases. To the point na niabot sa alarming stage. And we need to do something. Naigingon sa katigwangan, na dili kita kinsaman. O dili karon kano sa paman. Mauna nga ako moingon, matap usa ka nato makahatag og paglaom, suporta
gugma sa nanginahanglan niini. Let us nurture our mental health and move for a city where resilience is not just a word, but a way of life. Today, let us commit to making Move Mandaue not just a physical movement, but a holistic movement for a well-being. Together, we will build a city where physical and mental health flourish side by side, lighting up the path to a brighter, more resilient Mandaue. Together, we shall move Mandaue forward with hearts and mind united as one. I am Mandaue, we are Mandaue, move Mandaue!
Thank you so much, Mayor Jonas C. Cortez, for that thought-provoking and inspiring message. Now, we have arrived at the most awaited part of our event, which is our ceremonial signing. I would like to request everyone to affix their signatures first on the white tarpaulin that we will install in a few minutes. And some of you will also be requested to sign in to our designated document that will be placed on the table beside the canvas.
And please help me welcome our ever-empowered and progressive officer in charge of Mandaue City Substance Abuse Prevention Office, Attorney Ebenezer Daryl Manzano, for the pledge of commitment.
Let's give him a round of applause.
Thank you all. We would like to request our officials, our barangay captains and barangay officials, our DepEd, and our partners to start writing while I read aloud the pledge of commitment. So this is the one that is written and the thing that you will be signing. I hereby pledge to support the initiatives and help break the stigma around mental health and suicide in Mandaue City and the Philippines. I will take into account my mental well-being and my institution to raise awareness, to foster and promote discussions handling the critical issue of mental health and suicide. I commit myself with utmost sincerity to be an advocate for holistic well-being of the people in my institution and community by educating the intricate aspects of suicide risk and its relation to mental health. I will help in cultivating a safe space by being mindful and aware of the mental health issues and difficulties of my colleagues, employees, students, constituents, and the community as a whole. I will support in promoting mental health services and in providing access to those people who are at risk of suicide and those who are suffering from mental health issues. I promise to uphold the principles outlined in this commitment as a testament to our collective effort in cultivating a unified and progressive community in creating hope through action. So help me God. We would like to request the DepEd to sign after the presentation of our last part so that we can proceed to the other parts of our program.
So I will reiterate what Attorney Ben had said. So for us to have a smooth and easy flowing ceremonial signing, we will start with our esteemed government officials, from our beloved Mayor Jonas C. Cortez and Vice Mayor Glenn Berselli, then followed by our members of the Sangguniang Panglungsod. Right after then, our department heads of the Mandaue City government offices will follow. And lastly, the barangay captains. For those not mentioned, like the private business partners and our partner organizations, and the educational sector, the Department of Education representatives, then the private and public schools of Mandaue City. will sign right after the program.
So next is we will now proceed by welcoming our gracious and honorable head of the City Health Office, Dr. Domingas G. Benza, to express her message of hope to us all. Let us all give her an outstanding round of applause, please.
Thank you. I think I just stand here in front. Okay. I think everyone will agree that hope and love are two things that should not be lost and should stay with each one of us. And with the faith that there is a God who takes care of us all the time. And with all the overwhelming problems that we face, rest assured that these are all temporary. So, with the collaboration of the City Health Office, Ma'am Sato, and Attorney Gonzalo, with a very functional mental health board and support of Mayor Jonas C. Cortez and his council. Together, we can raise awareness to help prevent his suicides. And together, let's move Mandawa. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Dominga G. Obenza, for your insightful message of hope. As we end Mandawi City's first ever World Suicide Prevention Day, let us all welcome the Mandawi City Public Information Office as they launch the Move Mandawi Dance. Let's give them a round of applause, please.
Let's move Mandawi because we can. Manoy manang itang tanan. Mandawi, dungan tagapati tanan. Mandawi, ipaglayo na itong mga tigang. We move as one. Mandawi, kalabuan. We move as one. Kung sa takalan sa wala ang damdamin lang sa patikang diling na tama langan-langan Kadong natarito, karuman sa ng pagkakada to Wala tanya, hilayo kay natin nasa itong nabunga Yes, we will be the best of who we wanna be Resiliency and unity Abating na, Mandawi Mandawi Dungan tagapati tanan Mandawi Pagdayo na itong mga tigang, we move as one. Mandawi, kalabuan, we move as one. Mandawi, dungan tagapati tanan. Mandawi,
Wow!
Yes, indeed. That was such a very energizing dance, Doc.
Akong player ato, last part ano.
Last na itong tanan sa movement na with dance. For sure.
So, may we continue or resume our signing? So, may we call on our private business partners, the Mandawi City Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and Cebu Mandawi Filipino Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industries Corporation. Sign the pledge of commitment.
Also, our partner organizations, the USC Kauban Psychological Center and the Bendisio Foundation Incorporated.
We request our esteemed government officials to have their snacks and drinks and our guest of honors. So allow us to thank you all for
So after our partners have signed, we will request the educational sector, starting from our representatives from the Department of Education, then the private and public schools of Mandawi. So all the teachers must sign here. The campus. Yeah, so after you sign, you may now get your snacks and drinks as well.
So allow us to thank you all for coming on behalf of the Mandawi City Government and the entire organizing team, the Mandawi City Substance Abuse Prevention Office, headed by Attorney Ebenezer P. Manzano.
May we all create hope through action, because only through this that we can reduce the stigma around suicide as well as raise awareness to prevent it.
So